every time. There, almost had an aneurysm. By drinking squirt. If you don't know what squirt is, it's just grapefruit soda. God, I gotta. I'm cooked. I'm just cooked. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Anyways, I have a special one for us because unfortunately, if you're someone like me in this day and age, it's not very fun right now. Let's just say that. But I have a way to make it kind of funny. Apparently, we're gonna be looking at the Japanese Donald Trump. The Japanese Donald Trump. Every day it just gets harder and harder to believe in anything positive. It just gets harder and harder. It really does. Big Trump. Oh my God. I wish I could author. I wish we had like enough of a chat to where me saying 600 seconds is actually a threat, because I really want to threaten you with oh my God. We're just gonna start.
Japan's dumbest politician and self-declared Japanese Trump, Tachibana Takashi, has had an unbelievably terrible
I'm sorry. Oh my God.
year because he cannot stop screwing up. He launched a fake political campaign that turned into a real harassment campaign, which got so vile and chaotic it directly resulted in someone's death. That apparently was not
Sounds about right. Sounds about fucking right. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Every fucking day it just gets so fucking harder. He got that shit on though. Bro, he looks like a fucking minion, gang. What are you talking about? He looks like a fucking, like he looks like a minion.
Not enough, so he doubled down and went full racist mode, pissing off so many people that someone tried to redact him from existence. Now there's a
That's crazy.
full-blown civil war in his party, and not only is he completely broke after wasting all his money on frivolous elections, but he's been arrested after attempting to flee to Dubai.
Dubai? What's up with everyone trying to flee to Dubai? Is Dubai like sanctioned like that? You just
Tachibana's trouble started with the governor of Hyogo Prefecture, Saito Motohiko, who was previously famous for looking like the human embodiment of C-3PO.
That's kind of fucked up.
In March 2020,
He's just like a stiff guy. Come on. Like, oh, he's just stiff. Like, what?
Saito got in big trouble when a whistleblower accused him of bullying his staff and being an overall crappy boss, including an incident where Saito screamed at his driver for making him walk 20 meters.
Damn.
Saito immediately...
Why is he wearing a blue and yellow in every fit? Fucking fine, though. You're the shit. Good question.
Immediately tasked his 6 best guys with tracking down who this whistleblower was. Yeah, that's exactly what someone who wasn't bullying their staff would do. Saito's team quickly narrowed in on 3 government employees, and the prime suspect was this guy, Watase, who they interview and initially actually cross off the list. Unfortunately, immediately after the interview, Watase makes a phone call to suspect B and inadvertently reveals
I think they totally bought what I imagined the conversation was like. I mean, sounds about right.
that he was the whistleblower. Suspect B had answered the call on speakerphone with the investigators in the room.
Bro, he sold him. He sold him.
60, and due to retire,
I don't know if he sold himself. If the guy sold him, he got sold. Somehow he got sold.
in 2 weeks. But Governor Saito immediately cancels his retirement and holds a press conference calling him out and saying his document is all lies, a complete fabrication, slanderous. Over the next few months...
Man, wow, I didn't realize politics across the sea were just about the same here, huh? Sounds about the same.
Saito pulls the self-investigation move and clears himself of all charges. He then punishes Watase with a 3-month suspension. Unfortunately, soon after this, Watase is found in his room with a note saying, "This is..."
Was it? I'm sorry. We couldn't have done this in... We couldn't have done this in any other way. Okay.
A protest against Saito.
Okay.
Look, I know it's disrespectful to brush over this, but it's an unfortunate consequence of YouTube.
I'm kind of just like, I feel like we're missing a lot of context because I don't think we could have. Okay.
Rules.
Okay.
So how does all of this relate to Tachibana? Well, everyone correctly pointed the finger at Saito for Watase's death. The Hyogo Assembly
obviously.
quickly got together and unanimously voted him out of office. However,
Sheesh.
Saito pulled a pretty clever trick. Rather than resigning in shame, he purposefully served out the rest of his term. By doing so, the winner of the next election would get a full 4-year term rather than just finishing his term. Saito was gonna run again. And
Why?
he wanted the full reset.
Why the voice effect?
But I mean, that doesn't seem like it matters, right? How is a guy who was just removed from office unanimously and currently under investigation gonna win an election anyways? Well, that's where Tachibana comes in. Tachibana was the leader of the NHK party, a small...
Again, this fit is ridiculous. This fit is fucking ridiculous. Like, and why is he Japanese wearing a fucking... Why is he wearing a MAGA hat? What the fuck? What? Why is he? Why? What's the point? What do you?
Single issue party devoted to destroying the NHK, Japan's public broadcaster.
Oh, that's just that. Oh.
But more than that, he was just known for being a massive political troll. Tachibana announced that he was entering the race, but not to become governor, just to support Saito. He openly stated he was running a fake spoiler campaign just to attack the other candidates and the people investigating Saito. But if he didn't want to get...
Bro, why is politics around the world the same as like here? It just seems the same. Everyone's just like attacking and being trolls and just like... It's not ever like
votes. Why did he even need to enter the election at all? Like, he could have just done this from home, right? Well, the answer is because all candidates in this election get guaranteed airtime, and he was going to use all his
holy shit. Holy shit.
Airtime to attack Saito's opponents. Like, here's his campaign poster. It doesn't even have his picture on it, and it even says, "Do not vote for Tachibana Takashi." So to attack Saito's opponents, Tachibana started creating alternative facts on his YouTube channel.
What the
people
fuck?
investigating Saito were all corrupt, and they were doing it to cover up their own crimes. The mainstream media's fake news, and they had made up all the accusations because they didn't like Saito. It didn't matter that Saito had already confirmed parts of the report. All the evidence is fake. It's all fake news.
If I hear the term fucking fake news, unironically, like any, like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking jump off a cliff in GTA.
This is the kind of stuff he was putting out for his campaign.
Gave me a sign with his eyes.
What is this, a Chuck Tingle?
Bro, you think this sounds crazy, but this is some shit you would hear. Bro, oh my god, every dude.
Novel. To be honest, it might as well have been, because Tachibana starts going off on Watase, the whistleblower, and saying he died not because of Saito's abuse, but because he was having a bunch of affairs and essaying his staff. I really need to emphasize that this is not true, and Tachibana made up this entire story based on a leaked recording of a
Bro, they're dead. That's insane.
Saito staff member saying,
"His affair diaries."
Tachibana
Man.
made up all that stuff based on a 3-second leaked recording from Saito's right-hand man. And Tachibana goes even harder on the investigators on Saito's case. He kicks up an absolutely vicious harassment campaign against them, putting out nearly daily videos claiming that the investigators were all corrupt and how they were going to get arrested any day now. He actually goes as far as leaking lead investigator Okutani's address in the thumbnail of one of his videos. He truly did not give a f. At one point, Tachibana even shows up at Okutani's house with a mob behind him, rings Okutani's doorbell, and screams at his
Bro.
family over a microphone pointed at his house for over an hour.
What is this quality right now? What is this, bro? What is this shit shot on? An LG chocolate? What the fuck is going on?
And Tachibana only leaves after saying this. To Tachibana's credit, he was incredibly effective at slandering
What the fuck? Why you in his face like that?
Saito's opponents and attacking the reputation of the
So literally attacking. Okay. Man.
investigators. He flooded the internet with pro-Saito content and made 66 videos promoting Saito in 17 days. That's like almost 4 videos a day.
Bro, I need that kind of work ethic. What the fuck? 17 videos a day? 17. Wait. What did he say?
Videos promoting Saito in 17 days.
In
That's
66 videos in 17 days?
like almost 4 videos a day.
I need that work
And
ethic.
in the end, all of this actually worked because against all odds, Saito managed to win the election. To Tachibana, this was just proof that he was right. So why stop now? He kept putting out videos claiming that any day now, the police were about.
This just goes to show that you can like fucking make videos on anything. It doesn't matter. You can make videos on anything and you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, you sitting at home watching right now. You can do it.
To arrest Saito's opponents. At this point, one of the investigators, Takeuchi, had enough. He'd been attacked left and right for months, and Tachibana was threatening to bring a mob to his house next. This led to Takeuchi's wife going hysterical, begging him to quit the investigation. So he did. He resigned
Again,
on
like,
November
what is this
18th,
all
2024.
for?
Tachibana took this opportunity to take a victory lap, saying any day now, the criminal mastermind who ruined
I'm not gonna lie, I could really do without these close-ups of his face.
Saito's reputation, Takeuchi was about to be arrested. Tachibana was
Let me
even
check
trying
something.
to track him down in public.
Oh my god.
In the end, all of this pressure was too much for Takeuchi. Just a few months ago, he was a random government employee nobody had heard of, and now some large minority of the country thought that he was the evil kingpin of a massive conspiracy.
Jesus.
On January 18th, Takeuchi as well was found in his room.
Oh. Bro.
It may be hard to believe, but
Isn't that not like
enough to
2 people who have
satisfy
died?
Tachibana. He continued bullying Takeuchi. And
Wow. That's so fucked?
went as far as claiming Takeuchi died because he was about to be arrested.
元県会議員どうも明日逮捕される予定だったそうです。
This led to something super unprecedented happening. The Hyogo Prefectural Police Chief came out with a public statement that they were not and had never been investigating Takeuchi for any crime.
明白な虚偽が SNS で拡散されていることにつ
Bro,
きましては
it's just like it doesn't really seem like there's any much of a difference from here to there when it comes to like politics. Because I mean, didn't somebody just recently like a famous director or something like just pass away, and then I'm not even gonna say anything before I get
極めて遺憾であるというふうに
labeled
受け止めて
something.
おります。
Normally, Japanese police never come out with statements like this. But normally, people don't run fake spoiler campaigns just to harass public employees. So yeah, Tachibana got a little bit owned by the police coming out and saying everything he said was complete bullshit. But he didn't
Good.
actually suffer any consequences for what he did. At least, not yet. In fact, Tachibana seemed quite proud of getting Saito reelected. So proud that he began dressing up like a minion and calling himself.
I mean, if the shoe fits, I mean, I said it. I fucking said it.
The Japanese Trump. So naturally, he starts going on long racist rants about immigrants.
6年前は NHK の集金人が怖かったんです。
Oh,
でも最近は
I'm afraid of foreigners. I can tell. He said Diet Coke. Oh God.
アメリカ人とかヨーロッパの白人だとそんなに恐怖は感じないでしょうけど、やはり黒人とか
Oh my God. He said Kokujin is how you know he's saying black people. Fuck me. Oh God. Ugh. Oh my God. What is like, bro? Come on. Cut me a fucking break. What do you mean?
I
fucking hate this shit.
俺は差別と言われるかもしれませんが、そういう人たちが集団で駅前とかでいるとね、怖いです。それは僕でも無理ですよ。
What? Okay. All right.
And
I'm
if you
not
think I'm being
gonna.
unfair to him, here are the man's own words.
黒人やイスラム
Again, Kokujin fucking is black people. Okay.
教の人たち、イスラム系の人たちがいっぱいいると怖いと差別発言したっていう。いやまあ差別やろうけど言わなあかんでしょ。怖いもん。これからも僕はそういう人種差別はします。怖いから。
I should point out here that these black and Islamic immigrants Tachibana is so afraid of are a very small minority in Japan. Like, the main group everyone hates on are the Kurds, and there are only 3,000 of them in all of Japan, most living in a single district in Kawaguchi across the country. So Tachibana probably hasn't actually had...
Man, it's like, oh my God, it's just like... It's so painfully, it's such a painful parallel that I don't think anyone's gonna realize it, that I'm just like, I'm fucking swimming in my fucking, I'm turning in whatever metaphorical grave I have right now.
Any of these encounters with immigrants he's describing, he's just copying Trump. But what really gave a boost to Tachibana being the Japanese Trump was something that happened on March 14th. Tachibana was shaking hands at a speech event on the streets of Tokyo when a man waiting in line suddenly threw a flashbang at him like he was Naruto. The flashbang
What the fuck? What does Naruto use? You got
completely ineffective, but the guy then attacked Tachibana with a 30-centimeter blade he had hidden in his jacket.
Damn.
Tachibana's ear was badly injured, and the culprit was subdued by an audience member. Tachibana actually finished giving his speech while waiting for the ambulance.
You already know he's gonna be like, yes, this makes me like Trump. Oh God, I can see it now.
The attacker was a 30-year-old man named Miyanishi Shion, who described his motive as being generally unhappy with society and politics, but being especially pissed at Tachibana for his role in Takeuchi's death.
Oh God, please stop zooming in on the please.
Tachibana, on the other hand, was very proud of his injury because it made him just like his favorite politician.
I want, please, like, please, I need help, please. Oh my God, can we emulate people who are like, fuck.
やっぱり僕は日本のトランプであるという自覚があります。すごく気が合うと思います。僕まだ話したことないですけど、彼は右耳打たれましたね。僕左耳切られたんですよ。
There are, however, some big differences between Tachibana and Trump. The first is, Tachibana is a huge loser.
Oh my God, look at him! Look at him! Jesus Christ.
And by that, I mean he loses basically every single election he enters. After running in the Hyogo election, he ran in the Izumi-Otsu election, his hometown, and lost. The Chiba governor election and the Miki City election, he lost both. And then in July, he ran in the upper house election, which, surprise, surprise, he lost badly.
Wow, and too bad he can't rig that. Too bad he can't rig that. I'm just saying, too bad he can't rig that. Just saying.
You're probably wondering, how does Tachibana even have the money to run in this many elections? Good question, and the answer is he doesn't. The second difference between Tachibana and Trump is that Tachibana is completely broke because he can't stop losing. Seriously, could you imagine being this guy's financial advisor? Like, dude, I'm so bankrupt I can't stop entering elections. This whole time, Tachibana was reported.
Dude, I didn't know it like cost to like enter or like. Well, obviously, now that I think about it, that was a stupid
at his
idea.
friend's bar in Osaka just to cover his living expenses. But elections are not the only thing he's been losing. Tachibana also owes millions of yen as a result of defamation lawsuits.
No, I
as
wouldn't fuck
Tachibana
out.
lying
Shit, I
about
imagine.
people is,
I wonder
in fact,
why.
illegal in Japan, which led to him losing 3 defamation cases in the last 6 months. And he didn't stop there. Tachibana was also being investigated for an incident where he told his supporters to citizens arrest a heckler at one of his rallies. Surprise, surprise, pulling a mods arrest that guy in real life is definitely a crime, especially when your mods severely sprain the guy's neck. This is also probably a good time to mention that Tachibana has been on probation this whole time. In 2022, he threatened.
Wow, it's just like, huh? I'm not gonna say anything, but huh?
dox
Oh, well,
a bunch
imagine
of random
that.
people if Japan's public broadcaster NHK didn't meet with him immediately. I covered that story in my previous video and it's too insane to get into here, but yeah, this guy was extorting Japanese PBS, so he got 2.5 years probation.
Is that
But
not
despite
crazy?
committing crimes on a daily basis, Tachibana was strangely very confident that he wouldn't get into any trouble.
それ言いませんよ。でももう 99% ありません。私はちゃんと法を熟読し、理解をし、そして、証拠をもとにですね、法と証拠をもとに照らしてやっています。
I don't know if he was just coping or not, but Tachibana started taking an interest in Dubai during this period where
Why is he using the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh? Bro, I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can do that. I don't think that's sanctioned.
he was discussing some $1 trillion deals.
1億2億とかっていう話じゃないんで、こっちの世界は。
Millions?
どんな話かは言えませんが、何百兆とかいう形の兆ですよ。何百兆、100兆とかいう単位の話ですよ。
Yeah, it must be a complete coincidence that Dubai has no extradition to Japan. Starting to randomly take trips to Dubai was a big red flag and was the last straw for the Hyogo Prefectural Police. On November 9th, they deemed Tachibana a flight risk and arrested him for criminal libel for his involvement in the death of Takeuchi. Yeah, it turns out Japan is one of the few countries where libel is a criminal offense. 2 weeks later, they added another charge for causing injury during an arrest for the citizen's arrest thing. And it only took a few days of Tachibana being in prison for the NHK party to
What is he doing? What is this?
completely implode. Like Tachibana
Is this green screened? That's not real. There's no way that's fucking real. There's no way that's real. He green screened that. I'm right?
right-hand man, the vice president of his party, Saito Kenichiro, the guy who holds their seat in the House, immediately left the party. That's a pretty big blow. There's a good chance the NHK party could be done for good. The most confusing thing to me about all of this is, what was Tachibana's goal in the first place? At the start, some rich guy paid for Tachibana to enter that Hyogo election to help Saito. But Saito never publicly gave Tachibana any kind of compensation for his help. I mean, not that he could without associating himself with everything that Tachibana stood for.
Ugh.
And it turns out that in the end, Tachibana and the NHK party are like $5 million in debt, which actually might have been his strategy all along.
借金は返さなくていいんです。日
In
本以外の国で
Japan?
は罰則あるとかあるんですよ。法律をしっかりと正しく理解すれば、借りた金は返さなくていい。
This is not financial advice, okay? Do not follow what he's saying. But yeah, since Tachibana's always admitting to his...
What the fuck?
返さなくていい。
This is not...
He bro straight up said, don't pay your taxes. Don't pay your debts. You're good. You're not gonna get in trouble. All right, yeah.
financial advice, okay? Do not follow what he's saying. But yeah, since Tachibana's always admitting to his schemes on YouTube, I don't think the prosecution will have to look hard to gather evidence for his crimes. And given that Japan has a 99% conviction rate in the first place, dude is probably going to prison. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Shout out to all my patrons. You guys
I like
make
that.